helped us find the ways to make this place really special. And you can see the outcome of their work today. Look at all of the special treatments around here and all. These gorgeous pieces of art are here thanks to that group, including Terry Moore Painter, chaplain of the Cancer Center, and our dear, dear friend for this project, Meg Sternberg. Throughout the center, you will see more than 70 pieces of art by 25 North Carolina artists. And how is this funded? Yes, from generous gifts from our community. Many of you are here tonight, and thank you so very much for your gifts. The commemorative booklet lists each piece of art along with the donor whose gifts made the purchase possible. Of course, the real reason we give, and I must say, continue to give to this center, is to do our part to increase the odds that each patient has the best possible outcome. I am so very pleased to say that one of those patients is here with us tonight. Melissa Vogelsinger is a breast cancer survivor who received treatment and support here. After her treatment, she began to mentor other newly diagnosed patients. Please join me in welcoming Melissa.
Thank you, Carol. You have cancer. Wow. I had only lived in Greensboro for about a year when I heard those words. I had spent the first 35 years of my life in Texas, and I had spent the next 7 in the Baltimore area. So after the diagnosis, I started receiving all these phone calls from friends and family from Texas saying, you got to get down to MD Anderson. And the friends up in Baltimore were touting the Johns Hopkins, of course. Well, I'd never had cancer, and I didn't really know what to do. So I moved forward with the appointments that had been made for me here at the Cancer Center. And that's where I met my oncologist, Dr. Magranette, and then Dr. Murray, and I'll mention Dr. Young, who's here tonight also behind me. And I immediately felt so absolutely confident that I didn't need to go to Houston and I didn't need to be in Baltimore to be treated by world-class doctors. I could be here in Greensboro, and I wanted to be here in Greensboro. I wanted to have my treatment where I could go home at the end of the day and be with my husband and my children. And meeting these compassionate physicians, and that word really doesn't describe them enough, that and their staff, it really validated for me that this was where I needed to be. The volunteer work that I'm doing now with the Reach to Recovery program brings me face-to-face daily with women who are newly diagnosed with breast cancer in our community. And my role is to help them emotionally navigate their treatment and provide survivorship support, offering them hope and compassion and helpful tips on how to get through the chemo and the side effects and such. And one of the things that I never, ever fail to share with these people is my unwavering confidence that they are truly at the best cancer center. That this is a place dedicated to treating the patient from the devastation of diagnosis all the way through to the uncertainty of survivorship. They do this through educational programs, support programs, and I know that they're excellent because I've attended almost every one of them. And so to the donors here tonight, I'd like to remind you that some of the most challenging hours of a patient's life are spent right here in this building. So never underestimate the value of the contribution that you've made and the contribution that you'll play in the experience of the patient that will be served in this building. I got to tour the new facility this week, and from the enlarged transfusion room to this more private check-in area here, and of course the beautiful art that Carol was mentioning earlier, I can assure you that your generosity has been well placed. Patients appreciate feeling that they're in a state-of-the-art facility with world-class treatment. And as we look around tonight, could there be any doubt that that is the case? There's nothing quite like being diagnosed with cancer. There's nothing quite like the journey that you take physically and emotionally. But more importantly, there's really nothing like being close to home for your daily cancer care. I thank you on behalf of the many, many patients that will walk through these doors in the coming years for ensuring that home is where they should be, can be, and will get world-class treatment. Thank you so much for inviting me tonight. God bless.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm Skip Hislop. I'm the Vice President of Oncology Services here at Cone Health Cancer Center. And about 6 months ago, I was asked to become the interim vice president here and take over this construction project. And without a doubt, I could not have gotten to this point without a small army of individuals to really make this happen. And I'd like to recognize David Murray, who was a project manager for this. Appreciate that.